What is going on, guys? We're back with another video today, and we're doing that special video that I promised. Honestly, I'm surprised I even got it here, but we're doing a Madden 17 rebuild. We are going to do a fantasy rebuild of the 1-15 Browns. I believe this was the year they went 1-15, right? I mean, it looks pretty rough. Joe Thomas, the man, the Packers fan himself. And if you don't believe me, look at Twitter. He had Packer tongs. Don't hate me. We got Corey Coleman. Is this rookie Corey? It is rookie Corey Coleman. So that's going to be a guy that we're actually going to keep as a starter. Everything's so much slower than it should be. It really is. RG3 is only 26. He's still got slow dev. Oh. Obviously, the video is kind of just started, but I want to know if you guys are interested in these types of videos where we go back in different Maddens, maybe do rebuilds or different things, maybe go back to the gauntlet. Leave a like on the video if you are interested, or if you want to see some reloads on Madden 19, let me know by liking the video. But, you know, get back on to it, I suppose. Forgot about Gary Barnage. How old is he? 30? Okay, so, of course, we're going to do a fantasy. I mean, if I'm going to go back in time and do a rebuild on an older Madden, I need all the help I can get. Look at this team. This is, and it's not like a, wow, look at this team, it's good. Oh, look at the man himself, Jeromepkr, 25. He's terrible in the game. Interesting stuff. Ogba, was he a rookie at this point as well? Interesting things. So, yeah, I actually don't remember a single thing about this game. I mean, we are, you know, almost 3 Maddens away from this, so don't blame me. But let's get into this and see how quick it can be for us to at least make the playoffs. Oh, we've thought of a move here. Pick 6, or not pick 6, round 6, for Cordero Patterson. Who did we get him off of there? Was that the Patriots? I think it was the Patriots. And, of course, the main reason to do that, if I can find him, would be to put him at running back. Now, will he be the starting running back? Probably not. See, now, this is where we face problems. 2 years ago, things were different. You can see Trey Flowers, absolutely horrendous in the game. Real life, pretty damn good player. Grady Jarrett, not even a great player in this game. 74 overall. Things are tough, because I don't remember who was great. Obviously, you know, there's going to be some guys that you guarantee are still going to be really solid. But this is going to be a learning process. So Odell Beckham, 93 overall. I don't know when his rookie year would have been, actually. I don't think it was his rookie year. Was it? I think he might have been like a year into his rookie year. Or not like a year. That was stupid. We could still see Eric Flowers is, they have high hopes for these guys. Landon Collins, this is very interesting. Look at Darrelle Revis, 91 overall. I could honestly spend the entire video, just Matt Forte, just looking at some of the old names. I won't, but I could. Todd Gurley was only an 84 overall. Holy crap. If I remember correctly, this was the age of DTs being almost impossible not to get. I don't know why I worded that way. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. But yeah, the DTs were very easy to get. Can we do the same here? So that was a pretty disgusting act. We just snag, you know, Aaron Donald for basically pennies. So we can see here one of the big things from this Madden compared to other Maddens is that it seems like teams aren't just going to throw money at a quarterback. Well, not money, but you know what I mean? Jay Cutler, the best quarterback ever. They're not just going to give you any pick for these guys. So I'm going to try to get a second round. I think in Madden now would easily get that. If I'm not mistaken, this was also the first Madden that they introduced the interest bar. Once again, if I'm not mistaken. So they will take like a 5th round. Well, they'll give a 5th round for him. Probably not worth it, but we'll start Cody Kessler if we have to. We now have depleted roster Colts here. Robert Mathis was still on the roster. Adam Vinatieri. Some things just don't change, do they, buddy? So we trade Duke Johnson, Isaiah Crowell in a 3rd round next year for the Bears' 1st round pick. At this point, the Bears were a pretty rough roster. You gotta remember, last year was their first real decent year in like several years. I remember this was the year they actually just pretty much went all out for different wide receivers. And, yeah, they grabbed a bunch of different random rookies like Deontay Thompson, Mark Mariani, Eddie Royal. You know, there's a lot of different guys. I think that was actually the year Cameron Meredith kind of shined. And then I think he got a season ender and then went to the Saints, if I'm not mistaken. But yeah, a little steep if we're remembering it from the Madden we know and tolerate. So we trade Hawkins, Gabriel, and a 5th next year for the Niners' 1st round pick. Now, I don't know if that's actually going to be a great draft pick or not. We still have 4 first round picks total. Browns are a great team to choose when it comes to draft picks. And I remember these drafts were actually pretty damn solid. However, did we leave ourselves too thin? You know, we know the ins and outs of pretty much every way to make as good of a roster starting as we can in Madden 19. Madden 17, a little different, must say. Was this the year that offensive linemen were even easier to get? Like, am I going to be able to, like, steal every single 25-year-old Cowboys lineman? Oh, the days. The days. I don't think he's going to get it for a 5th round, but... I mean, that looks pretty forgiving already, not going to lie. So, Tramon Williams, that's just not a guy I care to keep. Okay, so they're kind of interested in him, even though he really shouldn't be. Meter? 3-meter Peter? No. When you want to talk about disgusting acts, oh my lord, that is filthy. And if I'm not mistaken, center was even easier to get. This guy wasn't even interesting to... He was a red bar. How? I would assume tackles were still very hard to get, right? I mean, we basically just robbed the Cowboys blind. We had to give up a first-round pick, but talk about a guy that develops quickly. We got rid of a first round this year, Irvin, and a 4th round next year for Zeke Elliott. Basically just turned this into the Cowboys rebuild. I think we just solved our wide receiver issue. Gary Barnage, Desmond Bryant, and a 2nd round this year for DeAndre Hopkins. We still have 3 first-round picks this year, and we're solving our receiving talent issue quite a bit. Ooh, look at some of the names here. Will Hill, I remember he was a big guy always in free agency. Do we go with the Ryan Fitzpatrick train here? Anquan, wow, I forgot about Ben Grubbs. I remember one of the Ultimate teams, he had like a 2nd edition card that was so expensive. Pulled the hell out of him. That was the most fun in Madden I ever had. Like, it seems like, honestly, in that Madden, maybe I was just lucky as hell, but that Ultimate team, I was basically able to pay for any pack I wanted just by buying packs. You know, I'd go 200k dry, you know, and then I would hit a card worth 300k or whatever. Actually, I don't remember if it was that. So I remember there was like a max you could put for cards, and it was like 99k or something like that, and you had to do like a buyout glitch for it. Tulloch, we're kind of desperate for a linebacker, so we're going to sign Tulloch. Will Hill, I don't think you can even sign him. Eugene Monroe, we'll start him. Owen Daniels, I don't know if we're going to have to, but we don't have a tight end right now, so let's make sure that's settled. Talk about a stacked receiving core. Tramon Williams, Paul Kruger, and a 2nd round pick for Alshon Jeffrey. He's a 26-year-old in this roster, so of course should be fine, 29, 30-ish. Although I can remember, you know, regression was really rough before, so hopefully that's not a huge issue here. I don't remember what year this was, but Demario Davis and pick 6 for Carson Wentz. Was this a year after his rookie year? Oh, he's a rookie. Why? I get his dev isn't great, but okay. That seemed a little easy. We trade Meter, Jamar Taylor, and Mostert for the Cardinals pick, which at this point was projected to be the 27th pick. So apparently a 70 overall left guard is worth a 1st round next year. I remember this was the year that 1st round picks were impossible to get for the current year, but the next year they pretty much handed them away for nothing. So we get the 26-year-old Akeem Hicks off of the Bears. I don't know who we're going to start at safety now, but that will be something we decide later. The new safety is Rashad Jones. Easy to get. 28 years old is fine. This team's starting to come together. Maybe I should trade our 1st round pick off. We trade Josh Gordon in the 2nd round next year for the Texans' 1st round pick because we need as many 1st round picks as we can get. I don't remember the draft too well, and I think I might have to scout every week, which would not be super fun, but that's just the way it is. And they actually almost have the lineup correct. Actually, they should have had the lineup correct because all those other positions are where they're supposed to be. Eugene Monroe. This is a pretty damn good team. Does it not show the overall either? How do you know what overall you are unless you go in? I remember this. How you actually paid to upgrade dev and all that. It's insane. I don't even remember if you can upgrade like specific skills, like, or not skills, what am I talking about? I don't remember if you can upgrade dev without it. But I also can't remember if awareness mattered. I know it obviously matters for the overall, but this is much better. I like this way better. It's a little more tedious, but for people that actually play franchise rather than just simulate only, this is so much better. So you obviously could, I know it kind of made it stupidly unfair because you can just kind of aim for what you wanted, but I don't know. That's going to be the question of the day in the comment section. What do you guys like the most? Do you like this way or the new way? So we do have some re-signings. Rashad Jones wants a 4-year deal. He is pretty good. I'll give him the deal. Damn it, I won't give them the deal, apparently. Barkevious Mingo, huh? That's not terrible. I'll offer it. Excited to stay. Raheem, I want to replace. Austin Pascors, I want to replace. What about the kicker? He's 87 kick power. That's really terrible. Cordero Patterson, we knew he wasn't going to be a long-term thing anyways. So we did get the Rashad Jones deal done. 32 mil deal for 4 years isn't bad. So here we are in week 17. We'll head into the playoffs. Hopefully we're in it. And this takes a long time. I'm glad rebuilds aren't like this anymore. These were horrendous. Absolutely horrendous. Look how long it takes just to sim 1 week. Oh, we lost a player. We got a player regress, but that's fine. Because we made the playoffs and 9-6-1. I will show you guys we didn't cheat. Absolutely impressive stuff. Regular season. No cheating involved. We beat the Steelers. That was probably the reason why we made it. What is their record? Yeah, they would have. No, they wouldn't have. Either way, still, if we didn't win the game, we would have been done. So player regressed. So he lost 2. Oh, he lost. It was just for like the last game. Fair enough. I don't think, and you know, even if you win awards, I don't think your development trait goes up. 4,400 yards, 27 touchdowns, 17 picks. I don't know if that's good or not. Zeke with 1,500 yards, 17 touchdowns. Coleman, Hopkins, those guys were good. Tight end was decent. Offensive line did, wow, what the hell is this? The game actually based it off of how good your line was and didn't just give you random numbers? What is life? Looking like a pretty good team here in, well, maybe not so great, but Joe Hayden, Rashad Jones was good. Or were good, I suppose. That'd be the proper English. How many tackles do we have? Tulloch was decent. I mean, we have draft picks, so, I mean, obviously we're going to have a good chance to develop players anyways, but this is a really good year to try and win it right out the gate. Do we have any XP? No. Not really. No award wins? Nothing? Okay. I mean, of all the people that we re-signed, Mingo, probably not the biggest of needs. We did have Gilbert starting at number 2, but clearly that's just not going to work. We're going to have to draft a guy or two. Look at that. That looks like flaring up. So 85 overall. I don't know how good that is. What are our playbooks? Cleveland. Fair enough. Here we are in the wild card round. I want to see how the game looks real quick. What the hell is this? Also almost shanked it. This looks like Trashish. Okay, the tackling animation seems super slow. I'm not playing defense. If I'm going to play anything, it's going to be offense. The frame rate seems terrible. Jesus. Let's go to next quarter. So pretty much all of this, like the menus and all that's pretty much the same. Off to a pretty decent start. We'll go to end game. Hopefully it does. Yeah, okay, so it's normal. Nothing different. Jets, interestingly here. I don't remember how good they were in this year, but apparently decent enough. And we're looking okay. Hopefully we can hold on to this little lead we have. Wait, can you not? Okay, it was just slow for some reason. Come on, offense. Keep it going. Looking good. Oh, and he throws a pick. Are you serious, Carson? And they're running the ball. I guess they played it smart. OT, how? I guess it's not going to matter. Maybe it will. I remember, was this the year that they had the punt glitch? Why would you punt from there? Oh, yep. Bringing up the punt glitch. There it is. All right. So we get the ball here, apparently. I don't know. Maybe overtime ran. I don't care. Get to return the ball with Patterson. Was this the year of the double juke? Was that? Jesus, this looks terrible. Oh. Okay, this game feels so bad. I don't know. Oh, my God. Terrible. But it's a gem. It's a classic. It's a classic. It's not really a classic, but it's a decent game. And we win the game by 3. I forgot that we were playing OT, so it could have either went either way there. We struggled versus Ryan Fitzpatrick. Good job, Carson Wentz. Zeke, absolute freakly, as per usual. Brandon Marshall on the Jets. That was a very short-lived experiment. Picks, Marcus Williams and Marcus Gilchrist. He let the Marcuses win. Nick Folk with a missed field goal. That must have been the one before halftime, huh? Or halftime, before the game went to OT, I think. I will say, we're pretty much 99% of everything here is worse than Madden 19. Being able to upgrade individual stats, A++. That is something I wish we can go back to. We're now an 86 overall to their 85, so we struggled versus the Jets, but we're still a better overall than the Chiefs. Did I just say the Chiefs? Oh, big surprise, the Patriots are still going on. We have to play the Patriots. Was it last Madden or this Madden where the Patriots literally won year one every single time? Please tell me it wasn't this Madden. Not that it might matter because we're just that trash. Niall Davis, the man that played for every team in 1 year. It's not true, but it feels like it's true. There we go. Finally a touchdown. Of course, it was Zeke. Defense leads to a score. Okay, slow it down. We're up by 4. I don't like it. Okay, here we go. Punt time. Please, offense. Give us a Super Bowl year one and we can cut. That was literally the same part of the field as before. They're going to get a field goal. Just don't suck. Oh, we sucked. Oh, my Lord, please. Offense, do a thing. Did we just make it to the... We made it to the Super Bowl with a 14-13 score. Sorry, Alex Smith. Go tear your leg somewhere. It's distasteful. Were these like Oh, wait. I don't know what our quarter length is on. If I'm not mistaken, this was the year where a quarter length actually affected stats. Nah, that didn't make any sense. Maybe. I don't know. Either way, both quarterbacks were trash. I guess we'll just wait till the draft. I don't even remember how the draft works, to be fair. Like, is there even a combine in this Madden? I don't even remember. I think there is. 89 overall. Okay, here it is. We barely won the one game. This time it was down to 1 point. Now we're down 3 overall, so this will be the game we lose. Please. Please, New England. 9-6-1. Let us be. That's all I want. We've got a couple of elderly guys that are going to be off the team. Joe Thomas probably retires year one. It wouldn't surprise me at all. I think he does, actually. Oh, please, Joe. Joe, please. And this game just looks not great. It just doesn't look great. All right, Tommy. Time to break that leg of yours. Starting off, we are going from right to left. I'm kind of happy with it. We're looking okay, honestly. Looking decent. Okay, this is starting to get a little eerie. Please, no. If we would have scored a touchdown there, that would have been the game. But instead, we didn't, so now they're going to win the game. Oh. No, they went for it on 4th and 1 because they have LeGarrette Blount. If they didn't have LeGarrette Blount, they wouldn't have done that. Oh, is that a penalty on them? Oh, my Lord. Come on. Come on, Carson. Did we just miss a field goal? Oh, Coons, you suck. Pick! Intercepted by Raheem Moore. And then Carson sucked. Oh, you've got to be kidding me. We had... Wait, what happened? Okay, it's our ball. Are you for real? I'm coming in. Look at this. This looks... We actually played this, lads. Well, like 99% of us played this. I went with an X catch. I don't even think they had choosing your catches in this Madden. All right, Carson, just don't throw a pick. I swear to God, if Carson throws a pick, I'm trading him. We only get a field goal. 2 minutes left and you're giving Tom Brady the ball? Are you guys stupid? Are you guys actually stupid? Wait, did they lose? Wait, did they run out of time? I'm not saying it's pretty. I'm not saying it's realistic. But what I'm saying is we headed to the Super Bowl. Wait. Did they win? Uh-oh. Okay, they didn't win. That scared the hell out of me. You tricksters. Tom Brady threw 2 picks. You know, not really a shy guy when it comes to throwing picks in the championship game anyways. Shout out to Tom Brady. But holy crap, that was super deserved, clearly. We have to go against the Saints, which is interesting. They are an 11-5 team. Oh, I forgot about that. I forgot about like the news stories, draft stories. The only thing that's impressed scouts more was his legs. Oh, Windstrom's arm. Eric Merriman is moving up the board. Standout all-star top DB. Almost sim the Super Bowl. That would have been pretty fun. 83 overall Saints. Come on, guys. We went through everything together to get to this stage, year one in a fantasy rebuild of Madden 17, where still the graphics are better than the moving ones, which I guess that's kind of how everything works usually. So, yeah, whatever. God, this game is actually on tortoise pace. It's unbelievable. So from right to left is us again. We start out with 3. They start out, they come back with 3. Defense is playing really well, it seems. Offense could, use improvement, but defense is killing it. This could be a Super Bowl win. Please don't, Drew. Drew. Good play by Carson and company. Come on, keep it going, fellas. This should be the win. That's going to be the win. There's no doubt. Did we just win a year one? We did. Picked off by Raheem Moore. I don't want to replace him now, but I kind of have to. The Browns win the Super Bowl. Wow, they don't even have confetti in this one. That's just like little blurbs. Oh, they do. Okay, fair enough. Looks weird. It looks like with like a human, like a big ice cream bowl. But I don't know how the hell we won so early. Wow, they have a lot of confetti here. You'd actually probably choke up, probably cough up a lung with this. Look at this. It's not normally that bad. Like, I think they're bigger flakes, but they're not that frequent. You end up choking to death. They have kids out on the field. Imagine the tragedy. But yeah, I'm honestly a little shocked that we won right here. We had a decent roster. Oh my God, Zeke was a freak though. He's already amazing in Madden now, but back then he was just as good, if not better, in Sim. Look how good. Like, how many yards in the postseason? Like almost 800 yards, it seems. Probably at least 600 plus. Ridiculous numbers. Carson Wentz and company winning a Super Bowl ring. Do we want to put that as the thumbnail? Who honestly knows, man? Who honestly knows? That was a successful year one. And obviously, we'll do another year or two. Probably just finish out chance at a dynasty. And yeah, I wish the menus were quicker. I'm just going to leave you with that, I suppose. Mark Ingram. Wow, the receiving game was not good for either team. Passing just doesn't seem easy. Or maybe they're just not going for the passing games. A lot of rushing yards on our side. Like 40-plus rushing attempts. Hey, didn't even need to use like the cheese scheme either. Like, what was it? Was it spread Patriots? I think that was the cheese scheme, if I'm not mistaken. We'll show you guys right now that we didn't put cheese spread Patriots offense on. I think we just have Cleveland, right? Cleveland balanced, and then a zone blitz D. And then take a look at the playoff schedule to show you guys we didn't cheat there either. Boosh. Just absolutely impressive season right out the gate. I remember when we used to win every time in the first year. Kinda. Holy crap, this game is so slow. Please, before I die. They've got to be joking me with this, right? Okay. Alshon. Wait. Oh, I forgot about that. When you made trades, you couldn't get them. You couldn't offer them contracts until after the season, which was really smart. Thank you, Alshon, for not making this awkward. Seventolic 2-year deal. He's 82 overall. He's dropped a bit. A 3-year deal. Honestly, normally I wouldn't, but I owe this man a lot. This has been a successful flashback kind of video simply because of that guy right there. Coons, he tried his best to undo all of his work, but it wasn't enough. It just wasn't enough. There's a lot of different guys we're going to have to replace, but we will do exactly that. And how good is Carson? 84 overall. That's not terrible. I think he's got quick dev with 84 overall, which isn't terrible. But you want to know what is terrible? The load time, 42 mil. I think I know the positions we're needing off the top of my head. DeMarcus Ware, I remember him playing for the Broncos for a little bit. Tony Jefferson, We really do need a tight end. I think there's a guy in the draft, but I don't know. It's not guaranteed. Blair Walsh, he was actually decent at this point. We'll go for him. Wait a minute. Joe Thomas is still here? Excuse me? Sounds good to me. I remember there was a lot of gems. This was the gem Madden where there was like gems left and right. What about this Windstrom guy? They talked about how good he was at running. 4.2, a 4.82 isn't very good. This is the corner I was eyeing up. To him. Well, Jeromepkr is going to be the #1 corner for us. Oh, we've got some high-grade middle linebackers here. I remember you could sneak out a lot of late rounders too, but those two middle linebackers look insane. We might even go with both of them depending on what kind of picks we have. Like the combine grades used to just immediately give you the steal. Automatically, you look at the combine grade, and if there's someone that stands way out, they're automatically good. And that's exactly what we're aiming for at the middle linebacker spot. Ah, ye old #1 pick. As in, ye old, give me everything you have, Philadelphia. Oh, I remember the cheese. Like, you can kind of get away with it a little bit this Madden as well, but not nearly as much as, like, I could probably do the same for Miami. And I'm going to. I'm gonna play this exactly how the old Madden me would. Honestly, I don't know how you guys watch the old rebuilds. Like, look at how easy it is. I know in a realistic rebuild you can't do it, but in a fantasy, how easy it was. It's sickening. Now, I don't know how high tight ends go. I kind of have a feeling that he wouldn't go this high. But I also have a feeling that he's insane. So I'm going to go with it. Normal dev, really. Supposed to go #3. He's a great tight end, though. And he's a little on the older side. But normal, which I guess to be fair, normal is not bad. We're not going to risk any more on Sean Wiederburn. Sean Wiederburn it is. Normal dev again. We keep reaching. I don't like it. Now I feel stupid because I could have just waited. And the corner we wanted all along is still there. Please be beastly. Normal development again. Was this the year where like development trait was impossible to get decent of? Because this class has been pretty bad for us. Oh, Can't find me happy because I wasted that. Sorry. So we should pick 32, 6th round next year and a 2nd round next year for the Giants pick at 19. Now the question is, who do we want? I think the fact that we have more DNs than safeties, I'm going to go with Merriman. And it does mean he has superstar development, so we definitely made the right choice there. Sorry, Raheem Moore. You were a hero. You still have a roster spot. Let's see what we can get in the 2nd round. Kind of want to get as much as I can for this. Ooh, that's a good trade, I think. Get a 2nd round next year, 2/3 this year. We get another 3rd and a 4th, so once again, I remember this is the year where you could pretty much trade down something high and turn that into, like, unlimited pick. So Hooper, Theodore's, whatever. Normal dev, 72 overall, and you're thinking, wow, man, you really just took another bust. No, that's almost an 80 overall DT right there. CJ Horn is the best one. A little bit of a reach. Superstar development trait. That's what I like to see, EA. A 73 overall with superstar dev, you know? It's like, the guy's not great. It's going to take a while to upgrade him, but he has potential, and obviously probably going to be one of the best linemen in the league in a few years. Now we're just going to keep going for best available lineman, so another great lineman there. And if we have any more picks, we'll take another. So here's the draft recap. Let's see some of the guys we missed. I want to see the other linebacker mainly. Oh, can you not go by NFL anymore? Oh, that sucks. Well, not anymore, but you know what I mean. Didn't have better development trait, but he was better by far. Jesus, man, I forgot about these types of players. I just went for the guy that we had because he had the better straight-up potential, it seemed. We need a middle linebacker, so Danny Shelton, then a pick 30 for Brandon Marshall, who, believe it or not, is only 27 years old on this roster, so plenty good. We still have 3 first-round picks, 2 second-round picks, and that's pretty much it, which is fine. Because honestly, this is already probably good enough of a roster to make the Super Bowl again, really. Looking to replace Joe Thomas after the year, because I think he will probably leave us. Maybe look to replace our pass rusher, Mingo, even though we just paid him. Probably get a new corner as well, but right now I think we're fine. If we were good enough last year, we're sure as hell good enough this year. Now the big problem is I don't really remember what you're supposed to have the XP sliders on, so I pretty much put them around under 160, 170-ish, so hopefully no one gets too good of an overall too quickly, but at the same time, hopefully we don't take too long. So we have 2 superstar dev guys we know of, Boggs and Tubbs. Tubbs looks like a beast coming out of LSU. Maybe have ourselves a little bit of a Deion Jones clone. We also have some re-signings here. Aaron Donald, a 6-year, $100 million deal, which obviously he's good for it. Wants a salary, I think, bonus. DeAndre Hopkins, we'll give him a 5-year deal. No questions about it. Happy to re-sign Zach Martin. Some big names here. And obviously we have enough money for all of them. Here we are headed to the playoffs, and, you know, it might take us an hour and a half to sim, but we'll get there slowly. And we get a bye week at 12-3-1. Let's take a look at the losses and tie, I suppose. Lost to the Colts by a little bit early on. Got destroyed by the Chiefs. Tied with the Packers. Lost to the Bengals. So, not really teams I'd be willing to lose to, but I guess that's just the way it goes sometimes. Looking at some XP, Carson Wentz. We did get him to Superstar Dev, but of course, he's still not a great overall just yet. But he should be close to a 90 by the time we're done upgrading, especially with the, what is it called? With the confidence. Not bad, not great either, but I think it's good enough to win another Super Bowl probably. Let's take a look at the actual numbers. Tony Romo is the MVP of the league. Carson Wentz pretty decent. The touchdowns lacking though. The running backs stealing most of those as usual. Alshon Jeffrey and company. Dev of Quick. I don't think you can drop. Can you drop Dev? I don't even know, man. I don't know how. I can't remember how this game worked. Oh, Aaron Donald with 27 sacks. Mingo 16.5. Yeah, you definitely can't go up because he went 16.5 and didn't get an upgrade. Merriman was insane, interesting stuff. But let's simulate to the divisional. Who do we play? No one will be any match for us anyway, so it doesn't really matter. Oh, God, we did lose to the Colts, didn't we? Oh, they auto-simmed. Crap, I forgot I have that on. Yeah, they have a lot of auto-sims on the game, but one of them that they don't have is progress. Well, they actually have no auto-sims. One they do have is auto-progressing, which is fine. It's fine, but interesting. We're still lacking, and we're not like the best team in the league. Maybe. I don't know. Maybe we are, actually. But we're not that insane. I could have sworn we made way better teams than this before. 88 to their 79, so that should be fun. All right, so you know the drills, Cleveland. Time to win. I don't remember which way. Okay, so we're left to right here. Strugglesome fight both sides, but at least we're the ones putting up the points, I suppose. Defense is just locking down at this point. Start of the fourth quarter looking good, though. We're just going to let it sim. It's a lot quicker that way. Win or lose, I'd rather have it go by quicker and I don't have to spam A. And we win the game 22-14, so just like that, already in the championship round. Passing, Carson Wentz definitely a little bit better this year. Zeke Elliott, I mean, I don't know how he could top last year, but he's trying. He's doing pretty well. Blair Walsh missed, but so did their guy. 3 out of 4 is fine. Better than 0 out of 1, I suppose. Kinda. Going against the Chiefs, they gave us a little bit of troubles. We won 14-13 on our way to the Super Bowl versus them. We're 91 overall. They're an 89, so this is starting to get a little interesting. Some really high overall heavy hitters. Look at the green on Green Bay. That seems a little bright, doesn't it? I don't know. Maybe I'm in a depressed state, and you can't talk to the Dark Lord. What? Who said that? So here we are. The first time in a while that the opposing team scores the points before us. But obviously, it's how you finish, and it's close, but we're doing okay. We're doing okay for ourselves. Let's just keep it going. Why not? Once again, let's not have to spam A, and we win again. So we're on to the Super Bowl. Sorry, Chiefs, you keep coming into our territory, and we keep knocking you down. Carson really just not playing well. Thank God for Zeke, who's putting up almost 200 yards a game, which is absolutely ridiculous. Eric Berry with a pick. Aaron Donald and Justin Houston, 2 greats going at it, each getting a sack, each disrupting the other team's offense. Could we win 3 straight Super Bowls? Obviously, we have to first get this second one, but could we? I think there's a chance we could. I'm just saying. Well, if it isn't the real-life 2019 season Super Bowl, here we are. That is pretty insane. Actually, what would it be in this league? I guess it would technically be... Would this be Madden 19's roster? Like, would this be 2018 season? I think, right? I think so. Actually, no, this would be 2017. We're not even in the 3rd year yet. We're getting ahead of ourselves. Calm down. Call me the GOAT of rebuilding. This team is going to the top again. Oh, jeez. This is the one time I get cocky. The one time. And I know I said the C word. Deal with it. The C word. Jeez. This is looking bad, but this is the way we're playing it, boys. Oh, this is the way we're playing it, boys. Uh-oh. 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 Did we lose? Oh, it's not over. Okay, the clock is draining. Oh, we have to waste a timeout. I don't remember if the glitch is present in this Madden, but we got to take a timeout. We got to win this bowl. Well, 4 verticals used to be like VOP play. So that's what we're going to rock with. Hopefully, Ulrich can get listed and be open. Jeez, like, who are these dudes? Oh, no. Oh, no. Dayton Jones, of all people, hurry up. Why is everyone so slow? Come on, Corey Coleman. Burn him down the field. Well, that was a good 12 seconds wasted. Where... Thank God he didn't catch it. Wow, this game is really bad gameplay-wise. But why is, like... I don't know. Someone needs to come over and quickly tell me what all the cheese plays are, because I forgot them all. We can't get this to the end zone. I'm sorry to say, this is probably going to be a choke job from us. Get out of bounds! No! Hurry up to the line! Hurry up! Oh, crap. Yeah, it's over. It's over. Hike that ball. Ah, it's over. We lose the Super Bowl 27-20. And I know I'm a Packers fan, but this one hurts. I really wanted to win 3 straight Super Bowls. I wanted to put it in the title, even though it completely ruined the point of the video. So maybe it actually helped me. I don't know. Aaron Rodgers versus Carson Wentz. Rodgers threw a pick. Wentz didn't, but it was a very close game across the board. Zeke did not play, normal Zeke self. Still had an amazing game for running back standards, but for freakly Zekely measures, obviously we wanted a little bit more. We're used to him putting up those 200-yard games, and no surprise we lost there. Used to putting up 180 yards a game. Wentz can't carry the load. What are we thinking? Kind of ironic, because this is what it probably should have been, the Browns taking Wentz. There's really not much we can do in the draft to get better. I mean, I suppose we'll take best available guys like Tubbs if we have the pick. Because in fairness, Tubbs is insanely good. There's a couple of positions we can get better at, and we'll probably use those to trade. And then Tubbs, I think we can get Brandon Marshall for some sort of defensive lineman, and then use Tubbs as an actual starting linebacker. We also have one of those freaks of nature. There's only one nature, kinda, I think. Gant Hope, 6'4". He is 24 years old, but they weren't all 24. That was just one of the unlucky ones, I suppose. So back-to-back Super Bowls, we win the first one, lose the second. Can we go for a third straight? That will be the final one, win or lose, even if we don't make the playoffs, which, I mean, let's be honest at this point. We also have free agents, which, I mean, this could be maybe the start of decent ones. Offensive line, perfectly. Joe Thomas finally staying for the 3rd year. I don't remember that being the case, man. I really don't think he used to stay that long. Wiederburn, definitely a starter again. Marshall will be traded. Mingo should be replaced. Cornerback, still a huge issue on this team. We need a left end. Let's see if we can solve any of that in free agency. We only have $8 million left because we do have a lot of draft picks again. And we paid some guys. Mike Evans is here. Of all the people, AP's an 88 overall, which is interesting. Ryan, oh, Jesus. I remember this is... was this the Madden that they, after this one, they decided that it was time to stop letting players regress so hard in speed? Like Sam Shields, 89 speed at 30. This is when Sam Shields was still decent. So, he shouldn't have been the way he is. I don't know. Devontae Adams kind of slow. Akeem Hicks isn't really getting any offers. Take a look at Mike Evans. I don't have any chance of, or want even really, to sign him, but he is a beast. Oh, now look at the tight ends we got. Shaquille Wilkerson, even better than the guy we took, and well younger. Look at Glenn Tubbs with a 4.5 40 at middle linebacker. Absolutely insane. This Pritchett guy looks pretty good too, and Pritchett is always a great name in Madden for linebackers. So there's some really good players here. But obviously we kind of know who we want. So we're going to take a few more looks just in case there's another gem. But other than that, I think we're ready. Somehow we have pick number 1 again. This time we might actually take it, and I don't know, how high these guys are going to be going for pass rusher. Actually, we'll make a executive decision. Actually, there's no chance we're going to come back to this anyway, so let's just knock it out. CJ Pennington, new starting linebacker over Mingo. Even though he played well, this Pennington guy was way too good, and look how freakly he is. He's just insane. Should have went number 1, really. We might be going for the cornerback next. We have pick 4. Do we have another first-round pick after that? Pick 4 and maybe pick 32 again, or 31? We do have pick 31 again, which is all right. So players that we watched. Ooh, we saw that middle linebacker, don't we? We have the middle linebacker and Gant Hope. Cornerback is probably a bit of a bigger need, though. We know Tubbs is a superstar. You got to go for him. Superstar Dev. I mean, look at, like, imagine getting a Madden linebacker like that. That's freakishly. 88 speed. Was it 91 excel, 89 agility. What's his jumping? I don't know if it actually shows jumping, does it? Coverage is decent. Insane. He's already the 17th best linebacker in the league. There was 2 good cornerbacks, so we're just going to go with whoever's not taken, I suppose. We'll wait a little bit. Wait it out a little bit. Obviously, we want the big, tall corner, but, you know. Oh, here it is. So, pick 11. So, we gave up Joe Hayden in the second round next year. We kept pick 32. This is where our cornerback selection will be. We do have Weich as well. This cornerback looks insane. Quick development, 6'4", super fast. Holy crap, he's good. Then we use 31 and 52 this year to move up to 17. This is where we're going to take a D end. And I don't know who's even there. All of them are there. So we have a choice between 2 solid D ends. Who do we take, though? Ali Knight, who has a power move of B+, a tackle of B+, and a pursuit of B. Only has 26 reps in the bench press. Or Nick Tovar, a little bit more raw with more strength. This one's a tough one. He's faster. I like Nick Tovar. Oh! I didn't realize it was late 4th. That sucks so hard. Yeah, that's a bit of a mistake, isn't it? That sucks. So we traded our second round this year in Stroud for pick 20. Hopefully Ali Knight is there. Oh, man, he's not going to be there, and it's going to be a stupid trade-up, isn't it? Please. Okay, he's still there. I didn't see that it said 4th round. I'm an idiot. Could have had Pritchett as well. Please be great at least. 81 overall. Yeah, we made the wrong decision because obviously Ali Knight's great. I didn't know the other guy was a late rounder. I didn't know. Let's go to the end of the draft. We don't need anything else. I mean, we're done with this franchise after this anyways. Might not even trade Brandon Marshall. Who knows? So we trade Brandon Marshall, Raheem Moore, and a pick 31 coming up this year for Jalen Ramsey, who's obviously, he's an 87 overall, but he's insane because he's only 23. Obviously, nowhere near as good as the Jalen we know in Madden now, but still insanely good with lots of upside. So here we have the roster for the final season of this rebuild, this throwback. And obviously the offensive line is looking great. We haven't really upgraded as much as I thought we were going to, but obviously we don't have the sliders all down. So I didn't want to go too OP, and, you know, the guys are still looking pretty damn good. Headed to the playoffs. Obviously we're going to be in them because we're the Cleveland Browns. We're the definition of winning. Oh, we didn't get a bye week this time, though. Aaron Rodgers MVP. 11-5. I mean, hey, last time we got a bye week, we did make the Super Bowl, but we didn't win the Super Bowl. It's always the Chiefs, man. I guess it really isn't always the Chiefs, but they're always involved, I suppose. Rodgers' second MVP of this 3-year. Of course, Tony Romo won one, which was wild. Joe Thomas wants a contract, but of course, we're not going to give it to him. A, I don't know if, you know, we're not going to do another season, and B, I'm almost certain if I can remember, maybe that's what happens. I think right after he wants that contract extension, he leaves the league, you know, retires. I don't know, maybe Jalen Ramsey definitely worth the money. Blair Walsh struggling a little bit, worrisome. Take a look at the overall of the team. Carson Wentz is a 91 overall with superstar development. We didn't really upgrade his deep accuracy too much. I don't think that's as important as the other ones. Let's take a look at Zeke. You know, we didn't have the sliders on too high for this one, but fair enough. Not bad. Trucking a little bit low for this Madden. Hopkins and Jeffrey Ulrich. Quick development. It really didn't get upgraded too high. I think we maybe had the slide. I don't know. I didn't feel like we had the sliders on too low. Oh, Tubbs, though. Huge season. Must have been Rookie of the Year. I mean, he was already 81 overall. Pretty much guaranteed Rookie of the Year out the gate. Amazing overall. I mean, this is a good team. This is a very good team. So let's go against the Jets. They were one of our... Were they the championship? I can't remember. I think we had the Patriots championship. Maybe the Chiefs championship. Either way, 91 to their 78. They've fallen off, but somehow they're still in the running. For the love of Jesus, please let us win another Super Bowl. I don't know if we're left or right or not. Okay, so we are left or right, so that means defense made a clutch stop when they drove down early. Here we are, 14-3. You know, once again, this is the Madden, I believe, where overall for Sim did seem to matter. If I can remember correctly, we used to, you know, when you were really good of a team, you used to swamp people, and we're not even that great. What are we, a 91, 92 overall, it said? And we swamped them, you know. There's a lot of things I don't like about this Madden, specifically, you know, how slow the menus are and slow the simming is. But some of the sim stuff makes a lot of sense. And if I can remember correctly, at least it sure as hell seems to back that up with the way we're playing here. I don't know, I like some of the sim stuff, you know, the upgrading your guys with the stuff you want. I don't know, like, if we're trying to think of, like, sim style, you know, what makes sense, I think that does make sense, because, you know, if a guy's he's playing in a zone scheme, I guess it really doesn't make any sense, because at the same time, you can still go with the zone archetypes, or archetypes, whatever you want to call them, but you still get upgrades sometimes, so I don't know. It's a tough debate. Oh, we're 95 overall. Never mind, we're God Squad. Here are the Patriots. This is a team that has put some troubles in our way before. Right to left is us, and we're swamping them early here. 21-0. 24-0. They will score 7 before half. I don't know if Brady would still be in this Madden, because, you know, this is the kind of the Madden where, you know, this seems like this is the Madden story a lot for me, but this is the Madden where a lot of people thought it might be the last one for Brady, and then obviously that's just not the case. We won 48 to what, 21 there? 48-21, Jesus. Yeah, Brady's not here anymore. Timothy Newberry. Wentz finally showing up, but look at Zeke. He is a monster. Holy crap. I don't even know what the hell I'm going to title this video. Now we go against the Bengals, the 86 overall ones from our division. I mean, if we're going to make bets, I would say that the Browns here, we have an easy shot at the Super Bowl for the 3rd straight year. Early on, from right to left, is the Bengals. They moved quickly, but only for 3, and obviously defense holding them to only 3. 3 straight field goals. We are getting touchdowns. That's the most important thing here. 28-9. I mean, I'm thinking we're going to win this whole thing again, because when you're a good team in Madden 17, you actually win like a good team would. 38-16. Obviously, anyone could win a game any given Sunday, but the statistics should be on our side rather than Madden, where it seems random, and look at that. 4 touchdowns. Zeke is a monster. I don't know what to title it. Do we title it 3 straight Super Bowl trips? Do we title it Zeke is the craziest man of all time? I don't even know. There's Colin Kaepernick dabbing. I know that's not what it was at that time. It was him literally just doing the bicep kiss, but basically dabbed. And we are going against the Rams, a very common sight for Madden 19. We don't care about any of this other nonsense. So here we are in the Super Bowl 3 all. Now we're down by 7. It's tied up again. They're driving down nicely. This is a bit of a high-scoring Super Bowl. Uh-oh. We're not keeping up with them. Here we go. Here we go. Start of the 4th quarter, down 6. Ooh. Down 14. This is bad. This is bad. We can't go 1-2, can we? Oh, this is a 1-2. Come on, fellas. Okay, we got the field goal back, but we're struggling. Oh, we're struggling mightily. Ah, we've lost it. Damn, it was a good run. 3 straight Super Bowls, only 1-1. They would still find a way to say, wow, way to Browns it, because let's be honest, only winning 1 Super Bowl out of 3 trips, it's rough. It's rough. It's nice to still have a win, but man, we really left a lot on the table there. Carson Wentz, Jared Goff battle to end it. Very interesting stuff. Once again, it comes down to Zeke. I mean, I know he's played really well still, but we're used to those 200-yard games, which is ridiculous to say, but it is. 5 touchdowns for Josh Lambo. Touchdowns? 5 field goals for Josh Lambo out of 5 attempts. And unfortunately, Blair Walsh, he only hit 2 out of 3. So that's the way it's going to roll, unfortunately. 3 straight, but it's the way it is, I guess. This is a fun one, though, for me. I don't know if it was fun for you guys. Well, it was fun, and it was a nice return, I suppose, but at the same time, it was a bit annoying, way more tedious than any other. It still came out to around the same recording time as a Madden 19, even like a 3-year sim on Madden 19, pretty much similar to this, so I was a little shocked by that, just with the sim timing. I think I did cut a few corners, though, with, well, I think it's also because there's a lot of younger guys. You know, so there's some of the best players in the league in this Madden are still really young. I think the drafts are a little bit easier to, you know, get, like, draft talent that you can start and actually develop. You know, guys like Tubbs, you're just not going to get a guy very often to a 95 overall after 1 year. And, you look at some of the other guys, not all the other rookies did well. So it's interesting to see players like that. This is a fun one. There's a lot of things I didn't like, but there's also a few things that were huge that I did like, and those are obviously the drafts where you can actually get players that can become beasts over 1 or 2 seasons, just like real life. Guys like Marshawn Lattimore or Kamara just kill it right out the gate, or Odell. But in Madden 19, it doesn't seem you can really do that much anymore. It's very, very rare, it seems. And then, of course, upgrading your players the way you want is also nice. I think it's harder to upgrade, though, technically. I think. I don't know. Maybe not. Maybe it comes down to awards, and if you get those, then it's game over. But yeah, hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you're new to the channel, please subscribe. Try to do as much different Madden type of things as I can. We also been uploading a little bit of NBA. Like the video if you liked it. Follow me on Twitter at Jeromepkr. And, maybe subscribe to my second channel, PK Plays. It's been a few weeks since I've uploaded there, but I want to get a series going if I can there. And that's pretty much it. Hope you come back for next video. But until next video, see ya!